Okay, this is our last video.
What, already? We're just getting to know each other. Don't stop making YouTube videos.
And this video is titled, Is Atheism Credible? Atheists don't believe that there is a God.
Okay, you're already starting off with a falsehood. That is a lie. You have no understanding of what atheism is. Atheism is not, oh, there is no God. Atheism is, you told me there is a God that does this, and this. And I say, well, where's your evidence of this God? You have none, therefore I don't believe in your God. I never say 100% there is no God. I am an anti-theist. I would say I'm 99.99999. I am as certain there is no God that there is no Santa Claus. But I will never say that there is absolutely no God. What I do say is all these people are presenting gods that all contradict with each other, by the way, throughout the world. And I don't believe in your God. I don't believe in your claims of a God. That is atheism. I'm also acryptid. You know, the A is just lack of. You are a theist. You believe in a God. I have a lack of belief in that God. People believe in Bigfoot. I am a Bigfoot. I'm a Bigfoot. I'm acryptid. You claim there are cryptids out there, chupacabra, all this, but you have no evidence to back it up. Therefore, I am a cryptid. Same thing, same principle.
And I just want to give you a demonstration to see whether or not atheism, the belief in atheism, is actually credible.
There is no belief in atheism. There's no belief in atheism. You have zero understanding of the topic which you are discussing. Atheism is simply, I do not believe in the God you are presenting until you give me sufficient evidence to do so. That's not a belief system. That's inherently a lack of a belief system.
Whenever you're talking to an atheist, you ask them if you can have them participate in a little demonstration. Of course, they're going to agree to it.
First of all, of course they would agree to it. There's nothing that says I would agree to it.
What you'll do is you'll take a piece of paper like this, and then you're going to draw a circle. You're going to say...
That's more of a potato, but okay, we'll call it a circle.
Okay, Mr. Atheist, can we agree, for the purposes of this illustration, can we just agree that all the knowledge that exists in the universe exists inside this circle? Is that okay?
No, that is not okay. If we're going to... let's talk terminology. I would agree that everything that can be known in the universe would be in that circle, but all knowledge, that knowledge isn't a thing. All knowledge is here. Well, what about shit that nobody knows yet? Therefore, that's eliminated from the circle? No, all things, I would agree that all things that can be known now or eventually are within that circle. I would agree to that. But to say all knowledge is in this circle, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So let's change it. Let's say all things that can be known exist within this circle. I'm on board with you so far.
And the atheist is going to say, yes, that's okay. And what you do is you'll hand them a pen and you'll ask them to mark how much of this knowledge they currently possess. And they're going to put a little dot here, okay?
What if I put the dot in the top right corner because I'm a dick like that?
So you're going to say, Mr. Atheist.
Yes, Mr. Christian? That's kind of insulting. I have a name. Okay, Mr. Atheist, what is it, Mr. Christian?
I just want to make sure I get this correct. If all the knowledge that exists in the universe exists inside this circle, and the current knowledge that you do currently possess exists inside this little dot, is it possible that in the knowledge that you do not yet possess, God exists someplace in there?
See, this is where you kind of fucked yourself. Because you said all knowledge. There is no knowledge of a God right now. Nobody on the fucking planet knows of a God, has any evidence of a God. I actually threw you a bone by saying anything that can ever be known is within that fucking circle. Okay? The way you phrased it, God could not exist in that circle, because you're talking about all knowledge. So no, God could not exist in that circle. I would agree that, speaking on my terms, all things that can be known are within that circle. And I would say, oh, well, of course, there might be a God somewhere within that circle. I also have a problem with you saying all knowledge of the universe, because 100%, no matter how you phrase it, that's incorrect. Because every single God that has ever been presented is supernatural. The universe is a natural thing. Therefore, God cannot exist supernaturally within the natural world. It wouldn't be supernatural then. Once we discover a God, they would officially be part of the natural world, which completely contradicts the supernatural entity. So no, your premise is flawed from the beginning. But let's go ahead and go with it. But let's go ahead and play into your little game. So, I know where you're getting at. I never say there is no God. Sure, there might be a God. There might be a God discovered one day. As of right now, you and no one else has presented any evidence to deem or warrant a belief in that God other than you said so, and this book from 2,000 years ago said so also, written by people who knew nothing of how the natural world worked. But yes, it is possible there is a God. Atheism does not reject that, there definitely 100% is no God. It's simply, I do not believe in your God until you give me evidence. But no, God cannot exist within your circle, because you said yourself that circle is the universe, and the universe is natural things. God is supernatural, therefore, no.
And of course he's going to have to say, yes, I guess that is possible. God could exist there. So you have to ask yourself, is the belief in atheism a credible belief?
Yes, for all the reasons I just gave you. In fact, atheism is the most rational position there is. Oh my God. To simply believe something because some jackass told you so is ridiculous. To believe something so ridiculous as a God that interferes with man, does miracles, does magic, and all this, that is incomprehensible. I cannot understand why people believe that. They have zero evidence to show them that what they believe is true.
So let me ask you something else. Demonstration's over, by the way. Since we know in some gigantic cosmic circle all the knowledge in the universe does exist, and we know that no human could ever possess that knowledge, the only thing that we know is that in some giant cosmic circle all the knowledge in the universe does exist, and it was put there by somebody or something.
The way you are phrasing your question, I go back to it again. You're claiming all knowledge was put there. That is a ridiculous statement. Now, if we looked at it, again, I'm throwing you a bone. If we looked at it as everything that can be known, all those natural things, all those physical things must have been put there by a creator. How do you jump to that? Why must it have been put there by a creator? That is a ridiculous statement. As argument from ignorance, I don't know why this is here, therefore God. That stops all processes of trying to find out the actual reason. Once you say it was a God, you have no reason to learn anything anymore. You have no reason to find the truth. That is the biggest problem I have with theists. They don't care about what is true, and they want to stop the scientific advances to find truth.
Well, the somebody or something that put it there has to be greater than that knowledge, or they could never have put it there. The only logical conclusion would be that God put it there. Otherwise, it could not exist.
See, again, there is your argument from ignorance. I don't know why, therefore God. That is not a logical argument, and it is the exact opposite of a logical argument. The answer to why is this here, if you do not know the answer is I do not know, not, God did it, period, full stop, no more need to look into it. That is a ridiculous way to live your life. Let's go back to Santa Claus or Bigfoot and all this. I come to you and say Santa Claus is 100% real. Look at all these people that believe in Santa Claus. Look at all these people that believe in Bigfoot. It's real, period. You should believe it 100%, no different than your God, because I said so. No need to look into it. No need to put any thought into the claim. Nope, just believe it offhand because a bunch of people said so. It is fucking ridiculous and the opposite of rational thinking.
And as long as an atheist will never have absolute knowledge of all of the things, all the knowledge that exists inside that circle, they can never make an honest claim, or I should say an honest claim they can make, because sometimes they don't know, but they can never make a bold claim saying that God does not exist.
You just proved my point. You just said nobody could ever know everything that's in that thing. You are the one making the bold claim of a God. Yet you cannot know if there is a God there. You jump on the bandwagon of, I believe it until I'm proven wrong, instead of, I don't believe it until it's proven. It's completely fucking backwards. You are hurting your cause. Your God needs better representation if you are the best there is to offer. Because you are proving our side. We do not know this. We cannot know this. Therefore, I'm not going to believe it until we come across evidence to do so. You are the opposite. It amazes me. You're proving our point.
Unless they possess absolute knowledge or all the knowledge that does exist inside that circle. That's it for the videos. Thank you for watching.
Okay, guys. So that was the end of it. Wow, this circle thing. Sorry it's so short. Sorry if I repeated myself a bunch. You know how I like to do. I just shoot from the hip and just start venting. I end up going on these tangents and just venting on these people. But that demonstration makes no sense. Like, I can kind of see where he thought it was like a gotcha, where it was kind of clever, I guess. But he ends up proving the atheist, well, I hate to say worldview, but you know what I mean. He ends up proving our points of, we cannot know this, at least right now. Therefore, I'm not going to believe it until there's evidence to do so. Absolutely dumbfounding. He was I love it, trying to prove God, and he ends up basically giving reasons why you shouldn't believe in God. But that's all I've got. Thank you so much for all my patrons who have supported me thus far. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate it and how much you help me and my family. If you want to become a patron and support this channel, the link will be in the description down below. That's all I've got for you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you all in the next video.